Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As we all know, water plays a very important role in our health. Currently, our water sources are contaminated. So how can we have a good water source? In my opinion, it must meet the following 4 criteria. The first criterion is to remove all dissolved solids in the water, such as heavy metals and organic matter. The second criterion is to create minerals that make water delicious, sweet, soft, and full of nutrition. The third criterion is to neutralize the amount of acid, that is, to increase alkalinity. A German scientist who received a Nobel Prize has the following statement: "Cancer cells only grow in an acidic environment, and healthy cells grow in an alkaline environment. Thus, a good water source must be able to treat the acid and raise the pH. That is why, when we are sick and hospitalized, our doctors advise us to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. It is because green vegetables are alkaline, and alkaline is capable of neutralizing acids." The fourth important criterion is to have a negative ORP, which means to be resistant to oxidation. When the ORP is positive, the water is oxidant. In our normal tap water, the ORP ranges from positive 100 to 200. In soft drinks or alcohol, it is between 300 and 500. Negative ORP is antioxidant, and the higher the absolute value, the better. Our company owns and sells a Japanese high-tech machine line using nanotechnology of the Russian Academy of Sciences, the US RO purification technology, and especially Japan's hydrogen technology. And our machine functions are to create a source of pure clean water. Then, through the electrolysis system, to create minerals and nutrients. And most importantly, hydrogen in water, which is very good. And as we drink these water sources, not only we provide adequate nutrition, but we also get rid of the toxins that have accumulated in our bodies for a long time. And it helps our skin as well as our blood to circulate. And when the blood is circulating, we have good health. So, in order to be a good water source, it must address the 4 criteria that I just mentioned above. How do we know our water is good enough? Here, I will do an experiment to test the water quality that has not passed through, and that has passed through our hydrogen water generator. So now, we are going to do an experiment to test the water cleanliness. This is the input water, tap water. And this is the water that has run through our hydrogen water generator. This is a TDS pen to check for impurities in the water. 0, 0, 0. So now we will check the state tap water. And now we will check the filtered water. As a second test to check for impurities in the water, I will use an electric bulb. That is, if this bulb is dipped into purified clean glass of water, it will not light. And now we are going to move on to the glass of unfiltered water. The bulb has lit up. Third, this is an electrolytic device for us to check for dissolved solids in water. We see that a glass of water that has not passed through the machine is yellow and very hot now. It's because there are metals, a lot of impurities and solids dissolved in the water. This glass of water is clearer, and especially it feels cool when we touch it. After about 2 minutes of experiment, a glass of water that has not been filtered through our machine is very hot, dirty and dark, while a glass of filtered water is cleaner. It can be seen that the normal water we use has so many impurities that it's this dirty. Thus, after 3 tests, which are measuring with TDS, using a bulb and performing electrolysis. We only prove whether the water is clean or not, but not whether it's good or not. In order for water to be considered good, you must consider other factors. And next, I will do an experiment to test the acidity in water. So now we are going to do a second set of experiments. That is, checking the acidity in the water. I will have a quick test as follows. This is soft drink. This is purified water. This is tap water. And this is mineral water. And now we will get hydrogen water. This is a solution like purple litmus paper, and we are going to put it in these glasses of water. We will know the pH in each kind of water. Now we are going to put the solution into the glass of soft drink. Very red, very acidic. The second is purified water. Third is the state tap water. Fourth is mineral water. And fifth is hydrogen water. We can see that the colour of the water differs from one glass to another, which indicates the acidity of the water. Here is the pH table, ladies and gentlemen. Soft drinks have a pH of about 3.0. And this is bottled purified water. pH is about 4.0. And this is the state tap water that has not been filtered through our machine. pH is about 5.0. And this is mineral water. pH is about 7.5. And most importantly, our hydrogen water has a pH of about 10.0. As we all know, acids are very important to us. The good side of acid is that it helps our body digest food. But the downside of acid is that after digesting food, the acid damages the functions in the body and especially affects the stomach lining. And in our bodies, it's a lot of acid. So, to know how acidic it is, I will blow a breath into this glass of water. We can see that after I blow a breath, it turns orange from purple, and this one has a pH of about 4.0. So if there is a hydrogen water generator at home, when we drink this hydrogen water, it will neutralize the acid. Fantastic! A good water source must meet 4 criteria, and I've already explained 2 criteria. And the third set of experiments is for us to measure the oxidation index in water. So here I will check the electronegativity in the water that has not been filtered through our machine. This is tap water. We measure with an ORP pen, and a test sample with a positive index greater than 0 means oxidant and negative less than 0 means antioxidant. So now we will check. And we see that this pen's index is currently above positive 300. That is, the test sample is oxidant. And now we are going to test pure orange juice to see how electronegativity is different between orange juice, water that has not passed through, and water that has passed through our machine. Okay, we are going to measure the orange juice now. The orange juice has an index of below 0. And now we will test our hydrogen water. As we can see, the ORP index in our tap water is more than positive 300. The orange juices is about -3, and our hydrogen water is more than -300. And to demonstrate the ability of electronegativity to deal with toxins, I will try to detox with this povidone. This is tap water. This is hydrogen water. The amount of water is equal, and I will now add 5 drops to each sample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, the water is more yellow, and over here, our water is clearer. I will add 5 more drops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One sample has 5 drops, the other 10 drops. With the same amount of water, and our hydrogen water treat toxins better. It looks clearer. Hydrogen is one of those very small and very light molecules. To demonstrate this, I will make tea using room temperature hydrogen water. We'll add an equal amount of tea leaves in both samples. As you can see, our hydrogen water has more of a tea colour, while the other is clearer. This is a glass of tap water. And now we are going to split the water in half. Okay, the same amount of water. We're going to pour tap water into this glass. And with this glass, we will add more hydrogen water to it. After making tea with the same amount of water, when we add tap water, the water colour is light. And with that same amount of water, when we add hydrogen water, the water colour turns yellow. This means that hydrogen molecules are small and very light. It can get into the molecules of tea, so it separates the tea. Our hydrogen water generator is currently one of the most modern machines in the world. It provides a particularly clean and special water supply full of nutrients. And more importantly, it's about the electronegativity of hydrogen in our water. And if you have one at home, it's like you have your own healthcare station. The first is cost savings. Second is a good source of water to help protect your health, because water is very important to health. And if you want more information, please visit our company website to learn about all the features and effects of our product, as well as our company warranty and after-sales policy. And we have a policy that if you have been using the machine for a while, you can exchange it for a new one. Alternatively, if you have been using other normal water filters, you can exchange your old one for a hydrogen water generator with reasonable exchange values. Thank you, and we wish you all good health and success.